Hey Bosch, the following video has nothing to do with what I'm usually doing. This is just me talking for a few minutes, so if you wanna leave, there's no problem. I love you anyway. Production! CSGO Wheels, CSGO Shuffle, CSGO Casino, CSGO Jackpot, CSGO Hunt, CSGO Skins, CSGO Lucky, CSGO Reactor, Crimson.gg, CSGO Gamble, CSGO.luck, CSGO Loot, and CSGO Rage. All those websites are pure gambling. And of course, playing poker is still gambling, but not in the same way. I wanna make a difference here between money games, where you can win money playing a game, and gambling. My opinion here is that if you are playing poker, you are playing a game where you can earn money, but money isn't the game. There are rules, there is different ways to play, your experience, your luck, and sometimes your feeling will define you as a player. And once again, money isn't the game. Actually, if you're gambling, there's no rules. The only rules is that the guys who puts the more money has the more chances. That's all. It's just gambling. The difference here is that you could bet apples, carrots and bananas. This wouldn't be different because actually bananas worth something and apples too, so at the end of the day, if you've bet 10 apples or 1 Asimov, it's exactly the same thing. And I do have a problem with that. The problem to me is that there's no superior authority that could make this gambling website stop. There's no limit. They can expand all day long, they can promote themselves in the CSGO warm-up to promote to everybody and every young people, every people subject to gamble addict. And this is a problem to me. So, I'm gonna tell you a story. I have this good friend of mine and I haven't seen him in a while. I think we've all met once a lookalike. So, this guy was opening a lot of cases at the beginning of the CSGO cases thingy. And 1 month he told me that he opened for 6k euros of cases. And let's be honest here, he was working at McDonald's and he was making the sandwich in McDonald's. So, he was at least winning 1k euros because in France there's this minimum salary that you can have. So let's say he was making, let's say he was winning 2k euros at McDonald's. Obviously, I don't think it was the case, but let's say that. He put 3 times his 1 month's income into gambling. And this was even before all those gambling websites. That means that even CSGO itself promotes and offers gambling. Let's take a look at this interesting stats that I found on the internet. What he did there is pretty interesting and very relevant of the problem. He watched a lot of videos of YouTubers opening cases like 3Day and IAM and Dersel uploaded a lot back in times. And here's the stats. Over 1,100 cases, 761 were mil-spec. This is the lowest skin, the cheapest skin you can have, and it worth in general $0.03. And you still have paid $2.5 to get that, actually. So, what is worst is the stats. The stats are saying 70% of the opening of the cases opened brings you 0.03 cents. But there's also something else you have to think about it. Since you pay 2.5 euros to open a case, you have to look at which quality grants you a payback on your investment. And actually I would say it's the pink, because the purple always worth shit in the new cases. My point here is that when the purple worth money, worth like 2 or more euros, it's only because the case itself cost 2.5 something euros or 3 euros for the Bravo case, for example. So in general, a purple item worth towards 1 euros and maybe a little more, maybe like even if it was like 2 euros, you are still losing money. And the sad truth is that if I add the both blue and the both purple together, I have 94.84% of chances. Which means you basically gamble 2.5 euros every time you open a case on 5% of chances just to get your investment back. And if you don't like the numbers, here's a chart pie that may help you. That's your chances to win. And now I'm gonna talk freely. I'm not gonna stop the mic, I'm gonna rake what I have to say and I will upload it. I hope I don't offend anybody doing it. I also want to apologize for my English. Some of you know that I'm French, I'm native French. I am always trying to improve my English, and I think now it's better than months ago, but still. So, here's the point. Why am I doing this video now? There's a reason. 2 weeks ago, I've been contacted by one of those gambling websites. They've offered me $500 per month just to mention their names in my intro and to say this video has been brought to you by CSGO, whatever, and the website. I obviously denied, and like 2 days ago, I've been reached by another gambling website, and I just wanted to see how many euros they can offer me for that. And so I've responded, oh, yeah, that might be interesting. I know your website, I sometimes play to it. It's cool. And so they've replied back that they would like to have me, to sponsor me, and they've offered me $500. But I said, oh yeah, but the point is, I'm about to sign with CSGO, another website. Yeah, well, so I don't think I'll be able to. And this guy replied to me, okay, so I'm offering you the double, which is insane if you consider it. So he said, tell me how many is the contract, I will offer you the double if you sign with us right now. And so I said, alright, but like, he offered me $500, can you offer double for that? And he said yes. And he said, yes, of course. So, do you want to do it? If you do, I will send you the contract. And so, they will have paid me $1,000, considering that I have 1 million views per month. So, $1,000 just to say, this video has been brought to you by whatever website. If you want to win with skins, this is the place to go, and stuff like that. So basically $1,000 to promote their websites. Obviously I said no, I'm not interested in that kind of deals. I do want sponsors, and I might have found some which are correct, which are decent to promote, actually, in my opinion. Of course, I don't want to, I know this is a risky places to go for me. I don't want to offend anybody. This is only my opinion, and in my opinion, gambling is the CSGO toxicity. This is what I think, and yeah, once again, I don't want to offend anybody. I'm gonna say it once again, I'm sorry, but yeah, this is my thinking about the gambling situation on CSGO. I'm afraid, and I know it's the case, that there's a lot of people who watch streamers like Phantom Lord or other big streamers doing gambles and gambling all day long and getting sponsored by gamblings, and they're gonna do the same. And like my friend who spent 6k euros on cases, and he never told me how many euros he spent on gambling, but I'm afraid it's worse. What you have to know is that all those young people, all those people are gonna gamble, lose, because the truth is that the only winners, the only thing that always win, it's the websites. If you gamble, like back in times, I've documented myself about CSGO jackpot, and I believe it was 5%, so over 100 euros they take 5, over 1,000 they take 50, over 10,000 they take 500 euros. What you have to remember is that the only winner is always what is hosting the gambling. In this case, it's either Valve or either the gambling websites. So yeah, that's all from me. That's what I wanted to do, because I think it's like, how to say it, this was important to me to share my opinion with you, to profit the fact that I have an audience to say what I have to say. If you want to debate with me, I will read all the comments like I'll always do. And yeah, I will respond. I'm open to every suggestion. Tell me if I'm wrong, if I'm right. To me, this is what I think. You won't change my opinion, but we can easily debate. If you want to say something, I'll be your guy. And as always, thanks for watching, bros, and bye bye.